We're taking some notes as well. I don't know.
Okay. Is it gonna be alright if I'm gonna make a video when you?
Yeah.
Just when you do a cocktail.
I'll keep my shirt on this time.
I've got the list here, so.
So we're going to start with. Did you want to go through them drink by drink? The only one that we won't be able to do on hand is the second one, because one of the ingredients is not in stock for another 2 weeks. So when it comes in, but you've got it there ready to go, and we haven't made it before, and it's pretty tasty. So we'll do the first one, and how we're going to do it is I was going to do.
Are we learning?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Huh? Let's get on our nerves. So 25.
25 lemon. We're doing it at the bottom of the page now, I think. The raspberries. Lemon.
This is the one.
Is this? Ash, can you get a? Oh, Phil, can you get a bottle of prosecco out, please? Wine.
Oh, here. Oh, right. So I know where we are. Really nice videos. Why can you get on the page?
There should be.
That wouldn't go on the page.
If not, just open one.
We're going to do a half.
Huh? Half?
I did make that.
What do you mean? Oh no, it's one there. It's right in front of you.
Yeah,
that's alright, isn't it?
Sharp, but
I didn't mind.
you see what I mean? It can go either way.
So,
Is that enough?
so this is yours.
I like it slightly sharper.
Yeah.
A spoon is about 5 mils. You're using it, so 15 mils. I generally try and use, when I use syrups, I use a spoon rather than trying to do 15 mils in a jigger, because half of it will still be in there, because it's just so thick. And then you dip the spoon in afterwards, and any extra is just going to go in the drink.
Giving that a serve now, right?
We can't do.
Oh no.
We just don't have the Salerno. It comes in 2 weeks.
Alright, look at the basil one.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to
That's
the
the one you
basil
did
one.
in the fine wine glass one before. Yeah.
That's a 35 mil measure.
35?
Yes, I have. I've just got some in.
Those are 35.
Yeah. Have you got
35, 25.
Yeah, that's fine then.
So it'll do.
Coffee.
Yeah. So this one's very very simple, equal parts. 25, 25, 25.
I want the names.
I mean, we'll try and keep it as straightforward as possible, so you're not getting caught out.
What's the name of this one?
You guys can name it whatever you want.
Oh, we know.
Bucko, King, Adamski, Hosk.
This is basically just a espresso martini, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
People are going to afford an espresso martini.
So whether a time before, I think it's after dinner.
Oh yeah.
We've got a walnut liqueur.
Is that there? That one there?
No, that's
Just chocolate.
that's sweet as that. Notice as well, I don't do the drinks right to the top. It doesn't need to. You should have a window. The glasses are designed for that as well.
Saves your waitresses bringing that up.
Again, don't be stingy with ice. Ice is probably the biggest ingredient that people forget to use properly. 1 cube of ice getting mixed about is not going to do anything. And you want that clicking noise, you know, it's not doing anything with it. It's going back and forth. Another problem I noticed is a lot of people overshake. So, hey, I'm mixing in cocktail, and then all of a sudden it's all water. because all the ice is converted, so that's another thing to avoid. But just enough to really get it chilled. And if you are shaking it, just be prepared that when it's finished shaking, you want to get it out as soon as possible, or else it's just sitting there diluting even further because now all the ice is broken up. So you want to have your glass ready to go. You don't want to put that down and then go do something else. Else it's not going to work. I'm using the fine strainer now because they're on coffee granules for one, and also you'll see all the ice chips that are stuck in there. So that way they don't get stuck in your teeth. Yes, they'll melt out, but it's just another added element of dilution. If that all went in the drink, then that would melt into it. That's all ice sludge. Have we got any coffee beans? Yeah. You guys do 35ml pours. If you wanted to do 35, 35, 35, it's all proportional. And essentially a martini. It's just a small twist, aperitif if somebody wants a steamer style drink to get in the eye. And this is something I have to go for. So it's very clean as well. So it's not fruity and heavy and sugary. This is quite a straight smacky drink that you have before dinner. It's just to chill the glass down. Have you guys done much cocktails before? Yeah? I just don't want it to be like sucking eggs, you know. If there's something that you guys know, tell me, or if you don't know, let me know, because I'm unsure of where everybody's at with making drinks. I always fill a glass top with ice. You don't want to have 3 low length drinks in there, always to the top, because it'll keep it colder for longer, which is what you want. And start with so 50ml measure. Lillet Blanc, which we had last time we were there.
Yeah, it's in the fridge.
Ah, yeah. Thank you very much. 15 mils, so you could use a 25ml jigger and just cut it a little bit short. You could have a little bit plus or minus. The reason this is kept in the fridge is it is a fortified wine, so it will oxidize and go on. So all vermouths are generally kept in the fridge. Just keeps that shelf life a little bit longer. No, I mean it'll keep for maybe a month and a half, 2 months, but if you keep it in the fridge it'll go longer. So that's why.
If no later, just drink.
Yeah, I know. I was supposed to pass that knowledge on the other day.
It's got 2 dash of bitters. Just beware, the aperture of these are really big, so they will come out. Okay.
Is that Angostura?
No, it's grapefruit bitters. Angostura bitters is this one here. But we're using grapefruit. Bitters as an ingredient are really boomed a lot lately. This is like seasoning a steak. You don't just put a bit of meat by itself. Always put salt and pepper, and that's what the bitters do. They just bring out a few flavors. And then just give it a stir down. This one's quite a simple drink. Has anyone heard of Vespa Martini? It's a twist on a Vespa. The Vespa would have 1 part vodka, 2 parts gin, and then a half part of Lillet, which we put in here bitter as well. Some put bitters, I don't. And James quite apparently shakes the hell out of it, which I think is a bit rude. It's not necessary. So what stirring does, if you're wondering, stirring will actually chill the drink without diluting it as much, so you don't get as much dilution. Whereas shaking it will really put a lot of water. It'll chill it quickly, but it'll also dilute it a lot more. It's nothing to do with bruising gin. I mean, it's a spirit having a bruise. Well, that's the reason.
Literally a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Just until you start seeing it frost out. I wouldn't say you need to use the tea strainer on this. It's just stirred it, you haven't shaken it. So you shouldn't really have any chips in there. Sometimes you will, but I don't think it's much of an issue. And then for the garnish, it's just a grapefruit zest. If you've got potato peelers, I'll probably say fingers. Or you can just... We have got a can of yeah, they're for like the fine twists.
Oh right.
So what we're actually doing is extracting the oils out of the skin.
Oh right.
And it'll just sit on top. So see here, when you use a potato peeler, it'll actually just be a nice even spread.
Oh right.
You won't really need to hit the edges. Yeah. My favourite make is OXO. I think they always have really solid equipment, and it's just it was out. You can see all the bits coming out.
Oh yeah. And what's that when they light the?
That's just showboating.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. To be honest, I think it ruins a drink because you put a flamed oil slick on the top, and you can see it, and it smells acrid. Whereas this will actually smell quite fresh. So that would be a nice fat garnish. You don't want it too thin. You know when you see the zests are too cubes of ice, that's not going to do anything. Always fill it up. You'll notice it'll drop down, so add an extra one. You're not going to hurt it, but you want it to be as cold as possible. My mum always used to tell me, if you drink a martini, it's got to be gone within 5 minutes anyway. So you don't want it to warm up. Very good. Yeah, about a quarter should do.
Don't think they're very good them ones, are they? They feel a bit funny.
Yeah, that was a good joke. Sorry. I'll slow that down. Yeah. I mean, you guys probably all tasted carton grapefruit juice before. It's really bitter. Mm-hmm. So fresh grapefruit's actually a little bit sweeter, so it'll work out a bit better. Get rid of that hazel. Oh. Right, to gin 50.
Were you always using that portobello? Yeah, everything there that we'll be using.
Sorry, what is that as well doing there?
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit vodka, and then gin.
Ice all the way to the top, floating ice cubes. They just look silly. And grapefruit.
What's better, cubed or the crushed one? The other one?
Well, this is
sliced. We do sliced ice as well.
a flaked ice.
Yeah, like flaked ice.
That dissolves, that melts really
So you always
quickly.
want it cubed?
Yeah, cubed for this one. This seems like there's a lot of booze in it because you've got a liqueur and a gin. But if you don't have enough of the liqueur, then it's not going to really have an impact. So it is slightly boozy. But
Get a lot of people enjoy boozing in there, don't they?
Yeah.
they won't be able to
Sunday
drive
night.
home after this. They still will.
They still will.
Soda water. I've got Ray J.
Yeah, in the fridge behind. That was a bit clever.
We learned to do it off our shoes and also tip tray.
Not anymore.
The only thing, if you do it too much, they get really spiky around the edge.
Yeah.
You end up with cuts all over your hands.
I've got 10 of them.
10 of what?
That's shake it.
The rosemary.
We always have rosemary, don't we, as well?
Yeah.
Well, that's what this is for. We're not using it for flavour, but the aroma is what we're after. I think it looks fantastic in a
And
glass.
you say sometimes they set it on fire, but they
Yeah,
set that light.
Give it a slight little burn just to release it a bit more. But
Get the back
with your
top.
garnish, I've just put a rosemary sprig now. If you wanted a bit more colour, so I'll get it on. You can do a grapefruit moon as well if you want, for a bit of colour.
Yeah, it's nice for that.
But I would always do it so it's next to the straw. So that way when you're drinking it, the smell is right next to your nose.
That's a summer drink. You can see outside, drink outside.
So you can see we're giving gin a touch this summer. So
Do you think that's a good gin?
I think it is, yeah.
Well, you sold it to us, so I guess.
You would say that. Let's change Bombay.
You don't really need to. I've seen lots of people that muddle raspberries, and like they're so soft they get ripped to bits as soon as you add ice to it. So there's no point. I'm putting it back in.
And the Long Island iced tea I'll get you to.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the code is. I'm trying to get it.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Just run down the office.
You know it? Oh, George has got it.
Yeah, the raspberries. No, they'll just do this.
C615.
Oh, really?
This one that seems like Rush was saying.
But this is the raspberry, the sparkling raspberry one that he does, and it is much better. It's really nice.
I invented the raspberry rush.
Well, you see, it's not
It was called a bling bling originally. It came out of my book.
Prosecco here.
You did not invent it.
Oh, it's good.
Huh?
Yeah. We're using Prosecco or champagne over them.
It's Prosecco, mate. It costs to
We charge $10.50 for that.
it's fine. Even more margin then. Just getting.
Yes.
Well, champagne is a funny one. Some champagnes work better. It depends what they're based on, mate. If you have a Pinot heavy or a Chardonnay heavy, they're all different. Prosecco is at least you know it's going to be dry.
Right, so that's the mojito one, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Also
it. So about six little bits of lime.
Is that basically a whole lime? Is it
No, it's 3/4.
3/4?
I'll show you how to do it as well. I know this sounds silly, like I'll show you how to cut a lime, but I see it
Yes, please.
done all like when you do lime garnishes. You should cut it from end to end, so you see that line, that line
Yeah.
through the middle. People cut it that way and then try and do a wedge out of that. It just looks absolutely pants.
Oh no, we do like that.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've just seen it all over. So you know, that's a wedge.
That's a better way of doing it. I always try and...
Rotate it now.
Yeah.
I'll try and move the knife around.
Yeah.
Always keep it flat, so that way you're pushing down on something rather than trying to juggle a knife around, or else you lose fingertips. What this is good for is this is the best way to cut it if you're going to hand squeeze it, because you're obviously very good. So when we're doing these chunks as well, cut it the same way as a wedge, and it's down the middle and across the centre. So that way they look like better cubes than if they're this way. I don't. It's just maybe it's just personal preference. Maybe you don't even notice. But depends if you can use it more ways if you cut it down the line like you would a wedge, because it will more than like.
We said we'll do that
2 spoons of sugar.
2 spoons.
Yeah. Yeah. Gum sugar syrup. Sorry.
I find it's better taste than even sugar gum.
What's that? Sorry.
Using gum instead of sugar, brown sugar.
I use gum for coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Sugar?
Yeah, it's the.
Because I'm.
The thing is with granulated sugar, sometimes it doesn't dissolve.
Yeah,
so there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
lump of sugar there. Demerara particularly, it won't dissolve into alcohol, which is why you'll just see it sort of clump at the bottom. Sugar syrup doesn't do that, but it adds volume and it adds texture, whereas caster sugar
I
doesn't.
hate that when you suck up the straw and
Yeah.
you get the granules.
All the granule. Well, maybe use caster sugar instead of granulated. It dissolves much easier.
Stupid question. With the gum,
Huh?
how do you get like a brown sugar? I don't like the sugar.
Yeah, it's just called cane syrup.
So we use curd rum.
It
cane
was
syrup will
actually
be
in these
unrefined.
where so they stuck proper
What's
sugar
better
in
to
it. It's
use?
like
Getting clumps of it.
Well, cane will have more flavour. Gum actually is just refined sugar, water, and there is real gum will have what's called a gum in it. Right? There's a gum extract from a plant, but now it's just referred to as sugar syrup. Really. Well, hold on. We're supposed to use chloro, aren't we?
yeah, 50.
Back up.
That's the next.
Sorry, that's a lot. We've got to stand outside.
No, it's not that.
Grab a pourer, please, mate. So the best way to do it would be against the tin,
Does it for us.
unless you've got a big citrus press where you
tried
maybe
it.
do a small bottle.
Alright.
So that way
You can
Where you stretch it, mate?
you put it on the inside and squeeze it against the tin. But you can, if you get maybe 4 or 5, just do like a little soda bottle. Depends. If you find out you're using more of that,
You would prep
that
a lot.
cocktail becomes more
Yeah, you
popular.
need
Yeah.
to prep.
Start prepping more for that.
I like the new thing you've got with their 6 compartments for the fruit.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking of you upstairs, right? We could use in that whole chatting thing. What's that? Your fruit holder.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, shit on it.
Yeah, go on,
Yeah, go on.
Mark. Hey.
Okay, so I want to measure it out to see how much we get.
Do you want me to get the 25mm measures?
I've got 5 in my pocket, and I'll get something later if you want it.
I've got 40p.
I'm not going to give you anything.
Normally, like, more than £2.50.
No.
No. Do you want coarse
Use
or
this
big?
at home brand.
Coarse marmalade or normal?
Core, yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever comes
I
back.
bet it comes back with Marmite.
Strawberry jam.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Check out here, Bill. We'll see you next week.
But when I come in,
Why don't you go and sit down, yeah?
Get in there, we can.
Then shot of gin, yeah?
Yeah, cool. We got it. I put a double in now. This is just for me.
I think
Let's try just a little bit less.
No, I like that.
Yeah. Because the glasses we did it originally in were a lot bigger, so it's a lot softer. This tastes a lot more full on top.
So double, what are you doing double wise? 35 double, 25 double?
50.
Oh, you're doing 50.
I mean, I've always worked up 25,
Yeah.
50s. I've never used 35s before. But I love finding places that do this.
Yeah, alright.
Now you know what he's doing.
It's going to Bill comes into design.
Got 3 pouring.
Yeah, 3 points. Billions 3 points.
Nice 3 points spot. Spot on.
We've got the time liqueur.
Look at that, 2
So we've got 25 grapefruit, about 15 time. I've got 25 time now.
Yeah.
where best as possible, I've tried to do 25s or multiples thereof, just to make it, instead of like 10 mils, 5 mils, 2 dashes. Soda.
And then stir it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably get this spoon in there, give it a good mix to get all that grapefruit around. Where possible, try not to grab the top of the glass. It's just a presentation for the customer. Yeah, you know when you see people
Yeah,
you're like, oh, they're doing it like this. You see them come out of the bathroom with dry hands, but you haven't heard the machine go off.
Now that we know they're putting there, something else.
Itchy nose.
Yeah. It's a bit fat.
Okay, I've got some 25 measures here.
I've ruined it.
Yeah. That's how you can tell when the ice starts floating,
Yeah.
because your garnish won't sit up. So maybe just keep it to the edge, just so
Alright. And where am I going to put that?
you slide them against each other.
Alright, okay.
So that way, I mean, as when I was taught, we're always taught.
Do you do the whole thing with a straw?
Always, if possible, always garnish up and out. The straws always try and get them as high as possible. It just makes the presentation of the drink look a lot bigger than it is.
Good one, Bill.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's quite spring.
50.
So that's with the Claro. So that's a young rum, 2 to 3 years old.
Oh, that other stuff, good stuff.
So that's not going in there.
Ginger beer, buddy.
It's in the fridge behind you there. We get that in bottles or?
Yeah, you can get it in like big. Oh, you mean small bottles? Yeah, you can get it in 330.
When I ordered it, I asked her. She said we do it in cans.
Yeah.
Is that through Co's?
Yeah.
Co's do it in tins only. But you can get it in like cash and carries and stuff like that. Okay. With these style of drinks, you got to be really careful not to fill it too much. So I always put the ice in right to the top, build it over that, because you can see your measure then. If you don't put your ice in first, you put your ginger beer in first, then you put your ice, it'll just sink straight away and it'll just be flat and it won't look nice. I like to see a nice little crush coat. Let's grab some straws, sorry.
Do you need more straws up here?
Should be a box underneath.
See, this is what I mean as well. The straw's always up as high as possible, so don't jam them down into the drink. It just makes it a bit more appealing. And then if you want a bit of basil for smell, just give it a little bit of a press to just bruise it a little bit. See, it's got to go out. A El Diablo, which is what this is based on. This is my first time doing it, because we didn't have black balls before. Yeah.
Did we not?
No, wait.
Yeah, so this is the
I
Jamaican
brought
flavour.
Oh, yeah.
we did make it.
Yeah, we bought a bottle, but I don't know.
We did have the ginger beer.
I can't
Do we have any cassis?
Yeah, it's down there. Should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see
There
some
it is.
pictures for you.
Was the one with strawberries and
Yeah, save the best for last. Mate.
no, yeah, the best one is the lychee.
Yeah, you really went on for that.
Yeah, that was lovely. Then you made me that twist on the Vespa right at the end, and I just sat there and drunk that. I was a bit wobbly after.
That's my best one.
Yeah. No, that lychee and tequila one is really nice.
This is trying to call. Calls this phone, no answer. Calls the other phone. She blocked her phone from mine now, so that way she. Well, pick up just in case. Who's this? Oh yeah. I'm trying to work. No, it's okay.
So we've got, what was it? 25 black pearls, 25 lime, 25 cassis.
Yeah. I'm going to test if we actually need that much cassis, because cassis is really sweet.
Black pearls are quite sweet.
And the black pearls is quite sweet. I don't think we need
Old Jamaican's quite sweet.
Yeah. So there's a lot of lime in there. So I'm just going to do a half measure. So you see how thick it is. I'm just going to just do it at the end. Just see if you put it at the start, it'll just be thick like that. Yeah. And that way, when you put your straw in, you'll just suck cassis. Yeah. But that should give it a better appearance.
So why you put
Do we have any more straws?
Yeah. You remind myself every day. And I have the ITV chain and the chain from
I wouldn't stir to serve. I'll drink it as it is. Do you spoon some marmalade?
Oh, we got them on list, yeah? Right.
Sorry? What was this?
We had a bread delivery.
With
There's some stout ones there from last night.
I'll go and raid the fridges.
Just a small spoon of gold. I know that is full of sugar, but because we're going to put 25 ml of lemon juice and grapefruit, we need to sort of cut it back a bit, or else it'll be too tart. So I think if we got 2 drinks with grapefruit on there, it's probably best to pre-squeeze it.
The grapefruit just shut up.
Yeah, you got to need one of those Mexican elbows.
yeah.
You're going to have to get messy as well.
Yeah.
Are you sure there's nothing in the kitchen?
What, like a juicer sort of thing?
What kind of juice?
No, like juicer instead of keep using your hands.
There is another way to do lemons. If you've had a push and you don't have a squeezer, strong one. This helps.
I like that.
I had a bar back that we got to order about 6 litres of lemon juice.
Oh.
He got it on his order. So I made him go to the shop, buy 3 cases of lemons and gave him a fork. I'll tell you, he never forgot after that. So that's
We'll do that bit for Rob.
Yeah.
his hands were absolutely torn to shreds. It's all.
It was make sure enough of that.
There's a bottle up there. Should have known if Matt went looking for it.
I didn't even go looking.
No, we ain't got none. I'm not going upstairs.
And in there you've got marmalade.
It's just a stir, is it first?
So it's got marmalade, lemon,
And
Sugar syrup.
sugar juice.
Yeah, try and break up the marmalade just a little bit first, or else it's just going to clump up and you won't get any effect from it.
You know, with the lemon juice, so I can buy the squeezy bottles rather than keep.
No, it's all
That's it. That's artificial. They pasteurize it and it just takes all the flavour out. It's literally vitamin C or just ascorbic acid.
We'll
in
get a
those
machine.
bottles. So
They've got a juicer in
Yeah,
the
you get those
kitchen.
little presses.
Little presses.
Okay.
budget.
Yeah, that's gonna have to come out next year's budget.
Just get maybe those little plastic citrus grinders. Just a little hand twisters.
I just want some sort of fun
Buy
something.
some.
So yeah,
No, we got loads of Mexican elbows. I'll send you some.
yeah,
Okay. And this one, because there is it a little bit more aggressively. See, you can already see it's already pumped up.
That works on us, is that
Probably good to have a taste as well just before you pour it in. That way you know if the marmalade's gone in there or not.
We didn't do this one before, did we? Last
Oh,
time.
we didn't have marmalade.
Sorry.
That's all right.
If only we'd have knew it was over the road, could have tried to
Get better quality marmalade as well.
Okay, Billy.
Good.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
all about profit margin. Teddy bear on it.
Having there. That's what cocktails for.
We'll get tips for it.